Okay, so the next question is one on Backer's Now form. This is from winter 2011, paper 3, version 1, and it's question 10. So, a variable identifier, okay, so this is a name we give to a variable in a certain programmage is defined in Backer's Now form, alright, so BNF. This is when we talk about the grammar of a language or the syntax of a language, and it's one of the stages in translation. So a computer will check for grammatical errors, okay, on compilation of some code. Okay, and it will check it against a certain set of rules which will be specific for that particular programming language. So here we have basically a set of rules. Okay, we have different parts, I suppose, explained. Okay, so we're going to be using non-zero digits, which is 1 to 9 inclusive. And then we have digit, which could be either a 0 or a non-zero digit, 1 to 9. We have a letter, which is looks like it's case sensitive, so capital A, B, C and lowercase x, y, z. We have something called a group, which is a letter, so which falls within this, or a group of more than one of these, basically. And the rules for a variable identifier are as follows. So we can either have a non-zero digit followed by a letter or group of letters, and then potentially followed by a digit, but it's got to follow those, that structure. Or it could be just a non-zero digit in a group. Okay, so we don't necessarily need the digit at the end. So A, first of all, why is 23A wrong? Why is it invalid? So we've said here that either this format or this format, we can only have one non-zero digit at the front. Okay, this one has 2. Right, so the answer to that would be can only be one non-zero digit. This one does have one non-zero digit, and then it's got an X. So I've just scribbled all over that. And then it's got capital X, which is wrong because we're only accepting lower cases. Alright, so this is X is not accepted, or X is not allowed. Final one, yes, we've got a non-zero digit, that's okay. Then we have a group of letters A, C and B, and then we have 2 non-zero digits, a 2 and a 4. Should I put a tick there? No, because we're only allowed one digit or no digit. Okay, this has 2. So only one digit loud after group. Okay, right. B, using the terms non-zero digit, digit, letter and variable identifier, draw a syntax diagram to show the definition of a variable identifier. Okay, so draw a syntax diagram for this. Okay, so we can only use the terms. Just write this out. So V. So we've only got non-zero digit, a letter and variable identifier. Okay, so draw a syntax diagram to show the definition of a variable identifier. Okay, so what are the rules that make up our variable identifier? So we'd said that from the mark scheme that has to be either a non-zero digit, then a group, then a digit, or a non-zero digit and a group. Okay, so how we're going to draw that as a syntax diagram. So we're going to have our we need to use this term somewhere. Variable identifier. So we need to start with a non-zero digit somewhere. Let's put this down here. And then we'll start with either a letter or group of letters. And then we might finish with a digit. Okay, so in order for this to be a diagram, we've got this in some sort of order. Okay, let's turn this into some sort of diagram. Okay, so these things need to be in boxes. Okay, now I'm going to flow in this direction. be a little bit more straight. Okay, so this is the diagram for our rules. Okay, so for our variable identifier, we can either have a non-zero digit, remember, or a letter or group of letters. Okay, so we've got to give the option for more than one letter. Okay, so that is going to be within the loop, this part. Okay, and finally we have to finish with either a digit, so that's either a 0 or one of the non-zero digits, but we don't have to, right? It will be accepted, an identifier will be accepted with just this and this, so we have to give an option, right? So this is going to be a loop. This would be, I guess, an if statement, right? It's going to be one of two options, but on this type of diagram we're going to say that the loop creates two options. Okay, so one, we can include the final digit, or one to omit the final digit. Okay, this, if we obviously follow the loop, we're going to create a group of letters. So, okay, how is this going to be marked? We get one mark for using one entry point and one exit point. Like that. We get one mark if the order is correct, so non-zero digit, letter and a digit. We get one mark for the loop around the letter. We get one mark for the loop around the digit. We create the two options. So this is creating the group, this is creating the two options. And that's it. That was a That was a 4-mark question. I hope that makes sense.